ideas, what's one of the coolest things you've seen in terms of like ideas for the future?
There was a suggestion to have a historical minor league where you can start in any year in history with all the legends back then and start a team there and then bring them all the way to present day. And you'll cycle through different eras, different players. You can change.
This is an aerial view of our location today. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Here's Morant. Valanciunas with the ball. Pass to Winslow. Back to Valanciunas. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Morant missing.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Bogdanovich, no luck. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Fox kicks to Bjelica.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Winslow dishes to Morant. And it's good for 2. Morant's got 6.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Morant with the steal. For the finish. And finished off by Morant.
Ooh, quick thinking that time for Morant. I mean, capable of swiping the ball away, and he takes initiative like this.
Fox against Morant. Fox passes to Bagley. Good on the bucket.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
Now here. Oh, wow!
Nice. Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move was fire.
Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. And here's Barnes for 3. Offensive rebound. That one, no good.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now? I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And it's Morant missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
On the wing, Barnes. A 3 from Bjelica. Knocks down the 3 ball. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Oh, the aggressiveness Bagley plays with is so impressive, mainly because he forces the D to compromise.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level sport.
The Kings trail by 3. And Bazemore kicks to Giles. The Kings shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Parker's checked in for Sacramento. And so he makes both from the line. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Anderson passes to Clarke. The kick out to Anderson. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter, and the layup is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Hield outside. Pass to Joseph. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. And they're moving it up. Lobbed up there for Clarke. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clarke sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Giles the pass to Joseph. Nobody near Parker. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Passes it to Melton. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Joseph with the rebound. The Kings trail by 7. Good work there as it goes.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Jones the pass to Melton. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Holmes, and it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clarke, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
A player known for his athleticism, Clarke's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clarke showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
So it's the Grizzlies now. And Parker comes with the help. Clarke kicks to Anderson. The fader. No good from Clarke. The Kings trail by 4. Out left to the wing. To Holmes. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's stolen by Hield. Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Valanciunas is checked in. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Sacramento Kings. Hield dishes to Barnes. Back to Hield. Stolen. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And the shot is good.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
And so here's Sacramento. 6-point game. Now the pass to Joseph. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Holmes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for his shot. He enjoys getting into the open teammate.
Jones the pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the middle. Here's Holmes. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come.
Ooh.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shot by Hield, nobody around. They get it again.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Valanciunas. Pulls it up. Kicks it out to Jones. The feed now to Valanciunas. Lays it up and banks it in. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
The closer Valanciunas gets, the more dangerous he is, which is why he looks to score from there.
Hield, the pass to Barnes. They kick out to Hield. Misses the 3. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. No good from Clarke.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here's the fast break. Nice move. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, you better be aware of Valanciunas. He has a knack for getting to the right place in the open floor.
Hits it from 3-point range. Valanciunas has got 9. There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. Joseph, the pass to Holmes. That one falls.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Jones kicks to Clarke. There's the double team with Joseph. Valanciunas, good. 11 points in the game.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
To the paint. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 9 points with the basket from Holmes.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And that one's good. Morant.
Oh, working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep defenders at bay.
The Kings trail by 11. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Left side, Bagley. Pass to Bielitz from outside the arc. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Brooks finds Morant. Now Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Three-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Memphis. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 12 points and 1. And that'll do.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Down low. Bagley against Jang. Over Bagley. Jang, no luck.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
Fox. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Jang dishes to Clarke. Back to Jang. Fox with the steal. That's tipped. Fast break Memphis. Here's Jones. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Fox. That's a 2 from Barnes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Oh, I like the opportunistic energy from Barnes right there. Really putting the defense in a challenging situation.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Clarke, and it's Clarke slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clarke loves to attack that rim.
And the foul called on Brandon Clarke. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Bazemore's checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Jang. Winslow comes in for Clarke. And Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. Hield's checked in for Sacramento. And Memphis also making a switch. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Bagley with the block.
Almost 7 feet. Bagley has got the tools to be a great shot blocker.
Jackson passes to Melton. Brooks with no one around. Off target from three-point range. The Kings trail by 11. Takes the 13-footer, and there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Hield.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Melton passes to Valanciunas. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Brooks finds Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Harry Giles comes in for Fox. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. 1:25 left in the third. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. The Grizzlies also making a change. Zhang's checked in. Jackson kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Hield. The three. Nailed from three-point land. Hield's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant against Bogdanovich. And the second chance effort by Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Passes to Bogdanovich. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Sacramento, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And the technical free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Sacramento making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Back to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown, Kings with the fresh shot clock. And it's Holmes with the extra effort.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant.
What about that move? Morant with the ability to rapidly alter pace and put defenders on skates.
Bogdanovich passes to Giles. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hield. And the pass to Giles. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Giles has got 6.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Oh, just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero balls there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Harrison Barnes is out there with Giles. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Hield in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Morant against Fox. That one drops for him. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Pass to Holmes. Outside, Fox. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja. Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Here's Fox. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Morant. Clarke trying to get open. Count it. Good. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Fox. It's deflected. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And again, Ja Morant. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Giles. Off target with his 3. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11 points. All going up court. And Fox gets it to go.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Morant left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 26 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
To the inside. It's tipped. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Barnes passes to Bagley. Over Jackson. Bagley, no good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
The Kings trail by 8. Fox with it. Guarded now by Clarke. Bagley, and he makes that one.
A confident score. I mean, even when the defense is on Bagley and being aggressive, he gets it done.
Here's Brooks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he checks in for Harry Giles. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Valanciunas is checked in. Hield kicks to Fox. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Ooh, what strength from the crafty Fox, determined to score and overcome these obstacles.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
To the middle. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Down low. Here's Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. It's good.
You can tell Valanciunas has really been working on his passing. Nice dime right there.
On the wing, Barnes. Outside, Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Hield outside. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Winslow's shot is off. On offense, here are the Kings. Trailing here by 8. Hield can't hit. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Can't connect from short range.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough. Wow, what a shot. I mean, Fox enjoys having the spotlight on him in big moments like this.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Misses the shot. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. Roam in the paint. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
And they double up Morant. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. Outside, Ball. Over to the left wing. There's Williamson with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And that one's good. Morant's got 6 points.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
And it's Williamson missing. Ingram against Morant. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Morant. In the corner, Winslow with it. Good on the triple.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Passes it to Holiday. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ingram. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Morant.
The combination of...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one, good. Morant's got 15.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Hart. 6 to shoot. Here's Hayes. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Morant with the steal. Pass to Gutteridge. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Tries yet again. Clarke outside. Melton passes to Anderson. And another shot. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. They shoot again. Here's Morant. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor. Pelicans trail by 9. Now Hayes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Clarke kicks to Redick. Low block shot. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clarke inside. And it's Clarke slamming it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Clarke outside. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here is Allen. From deep. Offensive rebound. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Brandon Clarke is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Left side, Redick. Here's Hayes. Inside. Here's Okafor. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Okafor's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for New Orleans. To the paint. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Hey, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Jackson. The drive by Brooks. Misses in close. Pelicans trail by 7. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Gutterich is checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Tyus Jones. And the Pelicans also making a change. Favors is checked in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Melly is checked in for New Orleans. On defense, the Pelicans. They trail by 1. Here's Valanciunas.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Ingram passes to Favors. Ball with a wide open look. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Valanciunas. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's Favors. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clarke, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Ja Morant in for Winslow. The Pelicans also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Redick finds Favors. Here's Melly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Redick dishes to Favors. 30 seconds left in the first half.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field. Sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Hart, that's good. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his 3-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Hield. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson finds Brooks. Winslow with it. Memphis moving it around. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Ball. Basket counts. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Here's Favors. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Favors got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The pass to Ingram. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Jones checked in for Winslow. And New Orleans also making a change. Okafor is checked in for Derek Favors.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Here's Morant. Jones tips it back in. Jones has got his first basket.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clarke comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Anderson in for Morant. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his third foul so far. Right wing. Clarke into the lane. And it's Clarke with the jam.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clarke sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
And it's Ingram missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's Clarke slamming it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
For Memphis, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. First one falls for him. Some changes for Memphis. Gutteridge is checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Okafor. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram, and it's Jackson in for Ball. Hart, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Clarke. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The potential is there. For Clarke, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Jackson.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Anderson's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 9. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for Drew Holiday.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Jones. Banked in off the glass. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Hayes, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Charity stripe shot. Here's Clarke. Makes it off the glass. Clarke's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clarke's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
The dive for the ball. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. For 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Got it up. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move.
And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Anderson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Winslow in at the small forward. Memphis moving it around. They swipe it. Hayes in the post, Brooks covering, and a missed layup.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Hart, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Winslow kicks to Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Hart, stolen by Winslow. Up top, Valanciunas. He's covered by Favors. And the rejection by Favors. It's Redick on the wing, down low. Here's Hart, right side Favors. Shoots over Morant, and that one's good by Favors. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Pelicans trail by 10. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hart's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Hart the pass to Favors.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Here's Holiday. The shot, no good. Morant with some nice D. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Holiday. That's tipped. Ingram against Jackson. There's Winslow. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Worked that one inside nicely.
On the wing, Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Winslow, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Deep 2 from Williamson. Brooks grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's Morant. 2 points. That one goes. Morant's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And it's Morant missing. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Memphis.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Yeah, blending that power with quickness. Favors provides his team with some solid interior scoring.
Morant, that's for 2. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. The 3 from Morant buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 40 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
And that one drops for him. Ingram's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans.
Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
Misses the corner 3. Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability. Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. It's now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Inside, Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights.
Wow, hammering it in!
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
To the wing on the left. Bagley the pass to Barnes. Fox is double. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bielitsa. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. About a minute played so far here in the first. Barnes against Ingram. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. It's Bielitsa. Good. Nice job down low.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
To the inside. Here's Ball. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's Fox with the jam.
So slick with the ball. Fox getting in there and busting out a few moves.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Favors. Ball kicks to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Fox against Ball. Barnes passes to Bagley. Outside, Bogdanovich. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
To the middle, it's tipped. And the Kings pushing it up now. Loud pass to Bagley and finished off by Bagley.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
Pelicans trail by 3. Inside. Here's Bogdanovich. A second chance effort. Goes up again. And Bielitsa kicks to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Fox, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Fox dishes to Bagley. The kick out to Fox. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Barnes finds Bielitsa. And stolen by Williamson. By himself. And Holiday throws it down.
Well, Zion sitting in the weeds. If you can do that at his size and able to come up with the steal.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Count it. Bielitsa's got his second basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Favors. It's hauled in by the Kings. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, Bagley punishing the defense that time.
Pelicans trail by 3. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they? And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Zion Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Melly. Good D by Barnes.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. Here's Okafor. Yes, that goes in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Kings lead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the small forward position. Here's Okafor. The rebound by Giles.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Hield from outside. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Giles missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Kings leading now by 6.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat. Growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Back to Parker, 14 feet away, and no good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Here's Hart, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And one of the more unsung players included in the Anthony Davis trade, Josh Hart just continues to impress when given the opportunity.
A very much high character, hard-working player, and a lot more substance to his game. I also think it's interesting that in that deal, he came along with Lonzo Ball. So the two of them together accepting this new opportunity within the same roles for a new team.
Pelicans trail by 9. Redick dishes to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
To the paint, and then Hield with the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Redick with it, out guarded by Hield, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And Holmes throws it down.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Clarke kicks to Williamson, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Redick against Hield. Hart the pass to Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
He gets it in there.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Just his first attempt. Count that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Ingram.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Ingram attacking, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Richaun Holmes.
That's a nice job on the drive from B.I., just finding an angle and then getting the foul.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor's checked in for Hayes. Favors comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Hart. The drive-by ball. A miss that time would have put him up. Barnes, right side.
Oh, man. And how about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there?
It could go. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Richaun Holmes getting it done for the Sacramento Kings. He got into double digits for...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They're in good position. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Richaun Holmes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. That's the Pelicans 5.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. The kick out to Fox. Pass to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Fox, no good. The Pelicans trail.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Zion plays within the system right there, very unselfish.
Fox finds Bagley. Gregor, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Ingram. The Kings also at the sub. Hield's checked in, and the basket is good. Fox has got 6 points.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
And Barnes comes to help. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And then for Sacramento, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. And Giles has subbed in for Barnes.
Well, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Down low, taken away by Hayes. Fox with the steal. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. 18 feet out. Sacramento gets it back in a new 14. Elitza finds Holmes. And Fox has it in the corner. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Sacramento, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If you can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Fox passes to Giles. And good that time. Giles has got his second bucket of the game to go.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Redick with the bucket.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Kings trailing. Offside Fox. Giles.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 8 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
To the inside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for Sacramento. Jabari Parker's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Hield outside. Red ball movement here by the Kings. And Belyita has it in the corner. Inside, here's Giles. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giles has got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Hart. Okafor trying to get open. Rebound by Belyita. Kings leading now by 3. Pass to Hield. Jacks up a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game.
Buddy does such a great job of preparing his shot even before he gets the ball.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. Here's Fox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Sacramento, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about. But speed can kill, and if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich paired up at the 1 and the 2. Giles is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, he's too good athletically. If Zion gets that close, it is big trouble.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second.
Marvin Bagley, the 2nd overall pick in the 2018 draft. It's another step forward for him this year.
And finished off by Williamson.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Fox passes to Giles. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Left side Bagley. Ingram with the steal. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Williamson.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Barnes dishes to Fox. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for the Kings. Favors attacking to the middle. Lays it up off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And there's the pass to Giant. And stolen by Favors. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Giles. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Joseph, the pass to Bogdanovich. Kept alive by Sacramento. The putback, and Bagley able to finish.
Well, this is the level of activity that you want from Marvin Bagley. Relentless tonight on the offensive glass.
Favors. Bagley with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Out to Ingram. Back to Favors. New Orleans moving it around. 5 to shoot. Outside Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And Bogdanovich kicks to Joseph. Passes it to Barnes. Holmes with it. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. It's Ingram on the wing. Here's Bagley. One-on-one fast break. Barnes against Ingram. Barnes can't get it to go. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Favors. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Favors got 4 points in the quarter.
And Favors, very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. Gets the first. That narrows the gap to 1. Some changes for Sacramento. Bielitsa comes in for Joseph. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Zion wanted it, and he nailed it.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Fox with it. Favors picks him up to take the lead. It counts.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Ball dishes to Favors. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. He dishes it to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Fox. Got it.
De'Aaron Fox stepping up big time.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Favors passes to Williamson. And he elevates for the slam dunk, and Marvin Bagley did not like that.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Favors can't get it to go. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he is unable to get the second one. The wide open look here for Holiday. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Off the inbound pass. It's good.
And the outcome on the line, Holiday comes through with a crucial bucket there.
And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center position. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You look back at that 2019 draft. Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And at 6'11", Bagley is a huge target. When he runs the floor, it just makes everything easier.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Oh, went in there, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really...
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Pass to Fox. Back to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Barnes. And the rejection by Jackson. Bagley, no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got 6.
As good a playmaker as he is a scorer, Winslow with great patience and great vision.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. Barnes outside. Morant against Fox. Clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Jackson. That one goes in. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Fox against Winslow. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Bagley trying to free himself up. No good on the 3. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Morant draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
So both teams changing it up here. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
Hield outside. We've got 1:55 left in the first. Floats one, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Clock at 2. Sacramento again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Joseph kicks to Giles. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Giles. Looking to end the run, and he hits the jump shot.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
It's stolen by Hield. Left side, Joseph. Hield outside. The three-pointer, no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Holmes passes to Bazemore. In the corner, it's Hield. No good on the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Count the basket.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And Bazemore kicks to Joseph. 1 second left.
A beast defensively. Clarke's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 13. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Brandon Clarke. He's out there with Gorgie Dang. Tyus Jones out there with Anderson. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard. Holmes with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
The Kings trail by 11. It's stolen by Jones. Jang with the ball. Out guarded by Hield. And it's denied by Fox. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And here's Jones. Anderson outside. Back to Jones. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fox with it. Guarded now by Clarke. Tries to save it. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Kicks to Jang. Shoots the 3. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Jones against Fox. Down low, here's Jang. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
On the wing, Jones. Lets it go with a three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Jones kicks to Clarke. From the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Jones looking for an opening. 1:07 left to play here in the half. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Giles comes in for Parker. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hield.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Pass to Valanciunas. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Joseph, he's checked in for the Kings. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Kept alive, Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. The feet to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed it was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Winslow, the pass to Morant. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Bogdanovic wide open and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Memphis leading. Jackson finds Morant, and he hammers that one down right in the face of De'Aaron Fox.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
It's deflected. Barnes passes to Bagley. 90 seconds now into the second half. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings trail by 4. Barnes looking around. To the inside. Bjelica, and there it is for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Clarke, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And a change for the Kings. Hield's checked in for Bogdanovich. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
That's good from Fox on the assist by Hield. Fox has got the game tied up here for the Kings. Here's Morant. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Inside. Bjelica misses. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And he gets the bucket. The Kings trail by 4. Fox with the steal. Barnes outside. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bjelica. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Jones, no one around him. Hits the jumper in space. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clarke there proving how important that concept is.
In the corner, Winslow with it. No good with the triple. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Giles, and he goes in for the dunk.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To the paint. Pass to Gutteridge. Back to Anderson. Jones from outside. Again, the miss by Jones.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Hield can't hit.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And the basket by Jones. He has 7.
Like the pass from Clarke there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Jones against Hield. Barnes kicks to Hield. They get a hand on it, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Sacramento also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Bagley, and it's Bogdanovich in for Corey Joseph. Lets the 3 fly. Melton, no good. The Kings trail by 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Bogdanovich. A 3-pointer off the mark. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. And Memphis making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Fox is checked in. Gutteridge can't get it to go. On the wing, Barnes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. A 3-ball. Up again, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Gutteridge in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Kings shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And the Kings making a change here. Hield's checked in. Here's Valanciunas. The 3 from Morant. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Fox finds Bielitsa. Can't hit from in close. Memphis leading by 6. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And finished off by Morant.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Morant with a wide-open look, and he's good on the 3 ball. Morant's got 7 points for the quarter.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
There's the pass to Hield. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Such a wide open look.
And this is how confident Hield is. Knows he's capable of torching the D off the catch.
The 3 from Morant. Memphis the rebound. There's the triple. And the 3 ball is good. Morant's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Memphis.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Hield. Now here's Morant for 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Giles kicks to Hield, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
The 3 from Morant. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's the 3. Another 3 from Morant. Morant's got 41.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bogdanovich.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Grizzlies.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
On the wing, Barnes. Guarded by Morant. Hield outside. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. To the inside. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Bagley.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Brooks misses. Barnes outside. On the wing, Hield. Three-pointer. No good on that one. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.
MJ retires and never comes back. You know, you get to make that decision.
That's an awesome idea. All right, so what is something you are looking forward to when it comes to the thought of the next generation of the NBA 2K series?
Well, graphics is going to be a big thing, you know.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Mississippi River and the skyline of New Orleans. As beautiful as ever on this terrific night in the Big Easy. It's great to be... Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. The 3 from Morant. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Holiday. Here's Favors. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Brooks finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision. Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Chalk up 2 there. Morant's got 6 points.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Morant with the steal. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he's got some hops. Morant loves to attack the rim when he gets the chance. Any chance.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay. But you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you're riding. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Favors dishes to Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. And that one is good. And that ties it up.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And that one drops.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And it's Morant missing.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Oh, he was a star in college. Redick, he now has embraced his player status in the NBA as well. Aging like
New Orleans making some changes here. Hayes is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Jones against Jackson. There's the three. Jones, no luck. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Redick. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Clarke finds Jones. And it's blocked. Jackson looking around. The pass to Hayes. Back to Jackson. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Jones against Jackson. Fires from deep. Goes back up. The kick out to Anderson. Passes it to Jones. And again, Memphis no good.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone. Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
And the shot goes in.
This is the mindset Clarke has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Pass to Melly. To the middle. Here's Hayes. It's blocked. Here's Clarke. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clarke, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. A three off the inbound. Jones, no luck.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the three, not one of them, ain't working.
The rebound by Anderson. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Jones, the pass to Clarke. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clarke's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Here's Melly. He's covered by Anderson. Memphis leading. Clarke inside. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, he can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
And a deep three from Redick. The Pelicans get another chance here. Memphis leading by 5. And here's Anderson from the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Melly. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one's good. Williamson.
Oh, man, he's just showing off terrific acceleration. I love Williamson's ability to make plays off the bounce.
Here's Morant. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, G, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Winslow. And it's Williamson missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Got a piece of it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A very active player. It's fantastic watching ball. Work hard to disrupt his man's concentration.
The 3 from Morant.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Holiday throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look. Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And Holiday throws it down.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Out left to the wing. Morant, that's for 2. Lets it go from deep. It's the 3-point bomb. Morant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip. They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Latrey. They get it back. Out to Morant. Fires the 3. Valanciunas dishes to Clarke. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Redick against Morant. Puts up a 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. From past the arc. Jackson. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Down low, and stolen by Favors. And now the Pelicans on the break. Jackson's got the ball. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Ja Morant has been leading the charge.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Morant.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center position. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Morant. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Winslow against Favors. Pelicans pull it in. It's tipped. Ingram outside. Dishes at the ball. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Holiday, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ingram's running, and the dunk by Williamson.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
From deep three-point range. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. So for the Pelicans, Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Brandon Clarke, he's checked in for Valanciunas.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram, and it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Checking in for your Pelicans. Poke loose, stolen by Anderson. Fast break, here we go. And slam dunk by Clarke.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clarke loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Melli. Here's Hart. He's covered by Clarke. And the rejection by Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And now a three-point Grizzly lead.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The shot by Redick, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3.
I see him.
Jones, the pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Drew Holiday is checked in for New Orleans. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Morant, he's checked in for Brandon Clarke. And Hart has it in the corner. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
You got to love how attacking Morant is. I mean, he's so excellent at forcing the issue and getting the foul.
It's stolen by Jones. The 3 from Morant. That shot missing.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Holiday, the pass to Melly. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
The pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Melly passes to Hart, and Jones sends it back. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Morant against Holiday. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Now, here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Morant. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard.
NBA athletes are getting longer, more athletic, better. Ingram's a perfect example.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Valanciunas inside. And he makes good on the layup. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The drive by Williamson. Count the basket.
They're at a loss defensively of how to stop Zion. I mean, just too much athleticism, too much skill.
Morant with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 29 in the game. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the plate. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Ball, no good.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
From deep. But they recover it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Anderson dishes to Jackson. It's 2-on-1. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Ingram wide open. No good from outside.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And Valanciunas kicks to Anderson. The three from Morant. That one's not going to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Drew Holiday is checked in for Josh Hart. Then for the Grizzlies, Clarke, he's checked in for Jackson. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And that one's good. Morant.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And he gets it to go.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
It's good from long range. Morant's got 40 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Stolen by Ball. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Pelicans trail by 14. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And stolen by Favors. Ball with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And Ball slams it in.
Exceptional decision maker in transition situation. Boy, he's so awesome at reading the floor.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Fires the three. And it's Morant missing. And here's New Orleans now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They led by as many as 18 points. That three off the mark.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset. That's how you do it. You want to be the best in the world? You have to be the best when it counts most.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Winslow. No good that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Here's Ball. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Taking on a bigger responsibility over time. I mean, you got to respect Ball's tenacity during important moments.
Now, here's Morant for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans, and it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 17-3 run right now. There's Williamson with the 3. Misses the 3. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, rise beyond his years. You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
From deep 3-point range, they get the rebound. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg.
just the physics behind the game. You know, I want the players to feel that like there's more weight to them, and I hope that the next gen, whatever the gameplay team is working on, can give us that.
Absolutely. I know I would love to share some of the secrets with
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. And with...
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5. Lets it go from 14. That one off the back iron and out. Ball, the pass to Ingram. It's hauled in by the Kings. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Barnes trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. That one good for 2.
And he's just an attacking player, a guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
And it's denied. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
2 points. That one goes.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Bagley. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ingram with the steal. A solo fast break, and Derek Favors with the slam.
How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
Pass to Bielitsa. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Barnes looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Fox kicks to Bagley. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
So it's Sacramento. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Melly is checked in for Derek Favors. Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Fox passes to Barnes. Rejected by Ingram. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor's checked in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And then Okafor slams it in.
Boy, it's enjoyable watching Okafor use his size so well. I mean, he's just bludgeoning the rim whenever he gets it inside down low.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Melly. Back to Okafor. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. And that one is off. Good D by Parker. The Kings trailing. Here's Bazemore. Some solid defense from Ingram. It's Redick on the wing, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Okafor. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. And here are the Kings now. For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Trying to end the drought. And it's Bazemore laying it in.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Hayes.
Oh! And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Melly. The rebound by Giles.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Back to Holmes. Kings moving the ball around. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Throws it down despite the man right in. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The shot's good from Hayes.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Kings lead by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Hart. Favors is out there with Hayes. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Jackson in at the 1. Giles kicks to Hield. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Here's Favors. Here's Hart. Rebound by the Kings.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. And that one, good. Holmes got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Harry Giles. Barnes, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. And a change for the Pelicans. Ball's checked in. Here's Bielitsa. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Williamson comes in for Jackson Hayes. Brendan Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for Frank Jackson. Tries again. Okafor trying to get open. And that one's good. Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Kings leading now by 6. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Here's Ball. Ingram. And staying with the play, Ingram. Ingram's got his first points of the game.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
The pass to Bielitsa. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Here's Bazemore, and he banks in the layup. Bazemore's got his second basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bagley, the pass to Fox. To the middle, it's Bielitsa, taken away by Holiday. Okafor up top, defended by Bagley. Okafor dishes to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. And it's Okafor missing. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento.
I tell you what, coming straight to the NBA after just 1 year at Duke, Okafor making an immediate impact in the NBA.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Fox passes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Kings leading now by 11. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Williamson with the ball. Count it. That's now 8 points for Zion Williamson.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Here's Fox. Here's Bagley. The kick out to Fox. No good from outside. There's Williamson with the three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Sacramento Kings ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. And quite possibly... And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Marvin Bagley.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
The 3 from Bogdanovich. Here's Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. Over Williamson. Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Buddy Hield comes in for Barnes. And then for New Orleans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. To the paint. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Holmes, good. Holmes got 10 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Hart, no good. Kings leading now by 12. Passes it to Holmes. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Hart. Inside. And that one's good by Favors. He's got 8. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Bielitsa. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Favors finds Jackson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Back to Favors. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Favors got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Hield outside. Hands it from downtown. And the Kings lead by 15.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Hield's got 7 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Here's Holmes to the paint. Fox dishes to Hield. From deep. Pelicans with the rebound. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside. Kings leading now by 15. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's in there. Melly's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Joseph, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Kings on top. They lead by 13. And time for the short break, and stay right where you... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Sacramento has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Okafor in at the 5 spot. And stolen by Barnes. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And the dunk by Parker.
Boy, for a big guy, Parker has excellent speed. He's got some great wheels on him. Taking off like a runaway locomotive as he runs the floor in transition.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the left wing. Outside, Joseph. Kept alive by Sacramento. Hield kicks to Barnes. Back to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Okafor with no one around. Wide open shot is on the money.
And, you know, the offensive mindset of Okafor, never afraid to expand his range and work on that mid-range jumper, too.
Here's Giles. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Joseph. And a change for the Pelicans. Williamson's checked in. And now they decide to foul intentionally. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
Barnes is really showing some good work on defense. Outstanding at staying in front of his guy and challenging the shots, making it hard for him.
Parker looking over the floor. He feeds it to Bagley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Fox goes in. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. And stolen by Barnes. Outside, Fox. Barnes outside. Down low. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Barnes. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Kings?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Derek Favors checked in for Nicolo Melli. It's Bielitsa. Again, the miss by the Kings. Pelicans trail by 13. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. Here's Favors. A shot missing. Great D that time from Bagley. And then Hield with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Sacramento leading by 15. Right side, Fox. Over Williamson. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Williamson on the follow. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Barnes. Hield outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Holiday. They get it back.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
Fox against Ball. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Holiday against Hield. Clock at 4. The Kings need to get off a shot here. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Kings lead by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Kings.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Marvin Bagley.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here is Bielitsa. The 3. Second chance shot. Barnes finds Fox. Taken away by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed them